What are you doing out there today? Do you belong to the VFW? Do you belong to the American Legion? How about the Knights of Columbus? How about AMVETS? What do you belong to? You know, every time I go to one of these chapters, there's 50, 100, 200 people out there all the time. And what's interesting, 5, 10, or 20 people actually show up every month for the meeting. So what we, oh, there's Jim Elliott. What we want, there we are. There, we're gonna put that right there, watch that. We'll fix that. We're gonna fix that right there. There we go. How's that? Like that? Zoom in on that. There's our friends right there. Ticks for Cause. Ticks for Cause. But come on back to the American Legion. Come on back to the VFW. Come on back to the Knights of Columbus. Okay, Wayne Messmer is going to be up at Holy Family next month for a day. Do what you do. Enough of this sitting on the couch. These young men sitting next to me here, from World War II, Vietnam, Korea veterans, are able to get up out of their chairs and be on this show. You can go back to the American Legion or the VFW or AMVETS once a month. Go to that fish fry. Go to that hamburger day. Go play bingo. A lot of cute girls there for your older guys, okay? So, you know, always something to do. But I do want to make a special announcement. It was just told to me just a few minutes ago that Mr. Bill Faulkner was given the pleasure and a trip from Dick Portillo. Is that correct? Yes, sir. From Dick Portillo of Portillo's Hot Dogs. And let me tell you something, folks. If you've ever had any kind of food in Chicago, you've got to go to Portillo's. But he actually had offered a trip to Mr. Faulkner and family at his expense to go back to Guam and Iwo Jima. This gave him a tour of a lifetime. And on behalf of the soldiers' family, it's people like Portillo's, Dick Portillo's, and companies out there that never ask for anything. So I'm going to ask you something. Go on out to Portillo's, have a hot dog, and if Dick's there or someone's behind the corner, you say thank you to Mr. Portillo for supporting our troops and the United States Marine Corps, the United States Army, Navy, Air Force, again the Marines, Merchant Marines. God bless you. Sitting to my right, a young man who took faith and a leap of faith on our company just several months ago. Kevin Nemitz. Hi, Kevin.
How are you?
Woo, I'm excited to see you.
Oh, great to see you too.
You know what, Kevin, we sat down one time to one of the people he works with, and I said, tell me what you do. Kevin, tell him what you do.
Sure, absolutely. Steve, what we do is like the Portillos you were just talking about, but we want to do is we want to make every experience for going out something to do for charity. So what we do is we take people's unused tickets. So somebody out there this weekend couldn't use their Bulls tickets.
Right.
They called us up, they posted them on our site, $250 tickets each, their face value. We sold them in 13 minutes for $1,000. $900 of that went to a charity. So we get 90% of our proceeds. We have seats for the Bulls, the Hawks, theaters, plays. We're getting ready this next week to launch dinners and spas and fitness centers and golf courses.
And they've got new names. It's not just Ticks for Cause. You got other names too, right?
I'm so proud. This past week we got 2 tickets for the last 2 days of the U.S. Open.
Wow.
In San Francisco in June, where you get to sit in the Trophy Club. You get 2 round-trip tickets. You get 3 days hotel and your meals for $3,800, and it's going to go to one of our military organizations.
So let's see if I get this correctly, because obviously you're used to that, you know, vernacular, but people who have already paid for their tickets,
correct,
may not be able to go to an event.
That's right.
They put them up on Ticks for Cause. That's TIX, the number 4, CAUSC.com.
That's right.
And if we just go there right now, and if you go to Ticks for Cause, it's actually on our website. Let me tell you something. There's only one company on our website, one, ready for this? This guy right here, that we allow. We have sponsors on there. He has his own tab. And we sit and we fight.
We want to help the troops.
And we complain and we go back and forth and we have fun.
Sure.
But, you know, we're all going in the same direction. So if I go on and get a Bulls ticket, then can I tell them or ask them which charity it goes to? Or?
Absolutely. You can pick the charity of your choice.
So let's say the tickets were $250.
Yeah, automatically, we've got corporations and everyone now that love to support their specific charities. We have over 25 military organizations on our site already, and just heard this past week from Terry Vance.
Oh, Terry Vance! Hi, Terry Vance!
You know, he's really excited about wanting to put every VFW in the state of Illinois on our site. And we should. We should because...
And how did you hear about Terry Vance?
I heard Terry Vance from you, Steve.
Okay, we just got to get that right.
But there's more to this. There's much more to this.
That was more.
Tickets. We've always had donors come forward. Now we have the venues coming to us. So, for example, the Chicago Fire has given us 150 tickets for all 17 home games, of which they have a price that they want to make, and then we sell them for the full price value. So we're not about like a daily deal where we want people to pay, you know, deep down prices for this that then everybody, in some cases, people are harmed from it. What we're about is let's pay just full price value, and let's bring a cause-based consumer into our site that's so focused on the cause that they will be able to make sure that their money is going to the charity of their choice. So in this case, we have fire tickets, and half of the ticket price that you purchase will go to the charity of your choice.
Right now, as a special surprise, let's see if we got Jim Elliott on the phone. Jim, are you out there?
Yeah, we're here.
And where the heck are you, Jim?
Colorado with the group Blind Skiers.
And what city?
What city are you in? We're in Colorado. We're with Donaldo Viva and Ron, his guide, in Winter Park, Colorado.
We're in Winter Park,
Colorado.
I'm saying hello to our World War II veterans, our Vietnam veterans, and our Korea veterans right here in our studio right now with Kevin Nemeth.
Hey, wish you were out here skiing with us, guys.
They want to go skiing.
With you.
And who do you have with you?
Put him on the phone. Let's talk with Kevin.
Hey, you got any extra tickets out there?
Donaldo's a blind skier. I'm going to put him on right now. Donaldo?
Hi, gentlemen. My name is Donaldo Vivas. I'm a blind skier with ABSF. I ski with a guide, Jim Elliott, and others like Ron Klein here, our guide, and they guide us down the hill. And it's a fun, exhilarating thing to do in the wintertime. And if any of you want to try it, we have veterans that ski with us, and some are young, some are old, and they all just love it.
Well, let me tell you something.
I know Jim Elliott
from Dive
Heart,
and it's not
just scuba.
And it's
anything. And I think maybe these three young men over here sitting next to me need to go skiing. Jim, you're going to have to take them next time. What do you think of that? Yeah, absolutely, man. This is an incredible. This is the organization, the American Blind Skiing Foundation.
The American
Blind Skiing Foundation. Okay, right. She's blind from birth, and I'll tell you what, when she was struggling with being blind, this group turned her around, and she excelled then in everything. And when guys coming back with injuries, visual impairments, and different disabilities are struggling with their new normal, this is a great activity to have them go out there and build confidence and independence and say, you know what, I can do something. You know what, if I can ski, I can do something. Same with diving.
Hey, Jim. Hey, Jim. Kevin from Ticks for Cause.
Hey, Kevin, thank you, man. We appreciate your support.
Absolutely. Listen, let's make sure to put that organization on our website, and then we'll start filling those empty lift tickets and put them back on.
For them so they can make some additional money. We definitely will. We'll get the American Blind Skiing Foundation up there. Thank you so much for that, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right.
Jim Elliott, thank you for what you do. The American Blind Skiers, Ronaldo, God bless you. We love you. You are the reason we do that show. Let's see our next guest. Don't go anywhere, Kevin. I think we're going to just have you sit here for the rest of the show. We'll go through it. Who else do we have in the lineup out there? Give me a quick a show. We're going to put it up here. Kevin, I'm looking at your site.
Yeah.
And now, when I'm coming here, it says sports, not just sports, music,
right,
theater.
Yeah.
You know everything.
And then
and food.
And we used to call it. We called it For Food and Fun. Now Now we're calling it Dine for Cause, Play for Cause, Stay for Cause. So I had a gentleman tell me this morning. He says, geez, am I going to get paid as I breathe? Because you're telling me I get to pay when I go to a restaurant. You're going to give me money when I go to a golf course. You're going to give me money when I go to Six Flags. You're going to give me money for my charity when I go to a movie theater. Absolutely. We want to turn every experience that people go into. So Ticks for Cause becomes the first place you go when you want to go out. So whether it's the Tilted Kilt, we would love to see them put some dinners on and post those for charity. Portillo's, if we can talk to them in the future, we will. We're going to get to everyone we possibly can. And as you said, I've already been invited over to London in the next 4 weeks to open up an office for the Olympics, where we can.
Oh my!
Where they
Congratulations!
They want to take empty seats for the Olympics and theaters and all these other types of entertainment events, like we are in this country. There's over $10.5 billion in empty seats in just 12 markets in the United States. Just think if we could turn just 10% of that, $1 billion into the military charities right now.
And the money's going to waste. It's already spent.
And the money's going to waste. It's
nobody's using it, so
absolutely spent.
They go through it. One of the things, and can I get a close-up here on the Tilted Kilts? And let me invite each one of you gentlemen, we're going to be on shortly, out to the Tilted Kilts, one of our great sponsors. Can we zoom in on that a little bit? Can you see this? Final four?
Got it all.
Where is it? Anita, help us here. Zoom in. Zoom. Zoom. There it is. Let me tell you something about the Tilted Kilts. Nicest people, good franchise owner, good business people. They sponsor the Soldiers Family Radio and TV so we can do Welcome Home to the Troops. So they weren't treated like they were years ago. And God bless each and every one. The first Thursday of every month in Schaumburg, the number 3, I believe, Tilted Kilt in the nation. We're going back out to, we just did a show at the Tilted Kilt in Vernon Hills. And we just signed Oakbrook. And they're coming on one at a time. Thanks to the Baroud brothers. Thanks to all the Tilted Kilts. Go there, great food, everything that's out there. And now, Kevin, here's what's interesting. I recently called a company, and when I picked up the phone to talk to them, the first thing I heard was, "Hi, and if you're a charity, please send us a fax, and it must be in writing." Even before I got through the switchboard, these companies out there are bombarded every day for charity requests. Can you help them?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you brought that up.
Oh.
We're ready to release this week an entire electronic process for businesses and charities to link to where you can do the entire charity request management process online. So if you think about charities, their mission isn't to fundraise. As much as they try to raise money, and we all know we have to do that, that's part of our core
That's the job.
competency, it's a job. But the mission of these military charities is to make sure we help the troops coming back get jobs, and we help the families be able to function properly. And the mission of a charity that's autism is about the kids, and it's about autism. So therefore, what we're talking about here is if we can give them more time to do that and less time to make the money, but they can still earn it. So what we've done is we've created an entire process where we're going out to the businesses now. Businesses, small restaurants get 300 requests a month.
And you know what? Here's a
fully
small,
electronically.
exactly. Here's a small company. Every day, all of these other people walk in. We have this charity. They must get 5 or 10 calls a day, or people
do.
walking
They
in.
get up to 10
Can you
a
give
day.
us a free, a free dinner, a free lunch? Can you donate this or that? You know what? Wait a minute. Now you can help them.
We can totally help them. We can totally do it efficiently online with a checkbox. That's all they need to do. The charity fills in 4 little boxes, tells us what it's all about, tells us the date of the event, how many people are showing up, what's the auction about, what part of it do you want to use this in the silent auction, and then they hit submit. The restaurant gets it and says, oh, support our troops. Basically, we'll click on that. They say yes. Automatically, a certificate goes right over to the charity's website.
Doesn't get any better than that.
So it's all about efficiency.
And you know what? We're going to make sure that next week, I have an idea. Right, live on the air. Ready? Here's a request. Ready? Are you sitting down?
Yeah, I'm sitting down.
How about we get you to call in or Skype in from London on one of our shows?
I would love to do that.
How's that?
I'd love to do that.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be wonderful.
Don, you're in charge. Get that going. There you go. Kevin, thank you so much for what you do. This young man, one of the first sponsors to step up and to help support the Soldiers Family. We thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And Mary and Annette and Reggie and Dave and everybody out there, thank you so much for what you do. Kevin, as always, how about a shout out to your family and our troops around the world?
Absolutely. I'm so proud of what you guys are doing for us over there. I'm so grateful for what you're doing for us over there. And as these men over here know, the sacrifices that they've made, we all have to make sacrifices over here for all of you. And we're willing and prepared to do it. So just come back as soon as you can. There's going to be a nice warm place and a home for you. Love you guys.
Doesn't get any better than that. And all the way from Winter Park, Colorado, with Jim Elliott. As we start our show next month in Seoul, Korea, with where? Oh, you got that? Okay. We're going to start our show next month. I hope we got a little bit of glare. There we go. With Major General Jimmy J. Wells. So we got a show going out there in South Korea. We hope to get that through quickly. That'd be great. Now back to London. And we had a request today or last week to a truck driver. And we know Alan Sherling is out there. He stopped in a truck stop out in Flagstaff, Arizona. Was talking about the show. And the other truck driver sent the message to his son out on the USS Lincoln. And, because it's on the net, he may not have heard it immediately, but this show is archived. And you can listen to the last 5 shows on sftvr.com. And coming up, Kevin, you may have not heard this earlier, but starting in May, SFTVR, with our new parent company, Riella TV, is going live 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturdays 12 to 6. Some breaking news about SFTVR as we expand. And it's because of the support of people like Ticks for Cause. If you're not at Ticks for Cause, you're not doing your job. So do your job, okay? Make sure you say thanks to Dick Portillo for what he's done. We're going to take a short break. One more time, sftvr.com. And what's that website, Kevin?
Ticks for Cause, T-I-X, the number 4, cause, C-A-U-S-E.com.
We're going to be right back with the Soldiers family. A little belt. What is your name? What is your name? Now, Ricky? You want to sing a song? What do you? All right, go ahead. Go ahead. All right, Ricky Lee wants to sing a song. It's called Freedom. Where'd he go? Oh, he was in here. We'll put out 100% American made. We'll be right back.